It seems like crocodiles are hungry most of the time, so animals that live nearby should always look out for these massive and famished beasts. Or they could be next. Join us as we look at 15 epic hunting moments of huge and merciless crocodiles. 15. Crocodile versus birds. Watch a crocodile attack a lappet-faced vulture bird at incredible speed while the bird is taking a bath. All this happened shortly after a marabou stork and Cape vulture appear to bully or encourage him to stay in the water so he can provide them with the day's entertainment. The crocodile launches in there like a missile and makes feathered pie out of the vulture. A bird sees stars after a crocodile snatches it. The bird is crushed and carried behind a bush before it is eaten by the hungry reptile in seconds, and at the speed it's eaten, I wouldn't be surprised it didn't feel a thing. There is always something to see at Lake Panic in the Kruger National Park. As a crocodile swam up to a pair of white-faced ducks, a green-backed heron flew by the crocodile, so the reptile snapped it from the air. 2 gulps and the heron was gone. Everything happened so fast that you must watch the video in slow motion. An egret went for a swim in the wrong body of water, and when it realized that an alligator was rushing towards it, it tried to take off, but it couldn't, so the bird became an easy picking for the reptile. A cocky pigeon taunts a hungry crocodile, teasing it for no apparent reason, until the crocodile snaps his jaws and crushes the dumb bird. I don't understand why the pigeon stayed where it was, after it saw the huge head of the crocodile. It should have given the bird a hint regarding what was about to happen. 14. Crocodile versus monitor lizard. A crocodile-infested riverbank may not seem ideal, but this is the preferred spot for Mr. and Mrs. DeCap. They have nested right next to the nest of a huge crocodile, but the enormous reptile seems to realize they are no threat to her brood, and she ignores them, though the birds still seem a little nervous. Having a crocodile watchdog means that most other animals are going to stay well out of the way, with one exception. The monitor lizard is a consummate egg thief, and the trigger for the dicop to get angry. The pair unite, making themselves look as big and scary as possible. The bold black and white wing markings adding to the effect. They shield the nest, trying to keep this reptile on the run. Monitor lizards are aggressive and well-armed with lethal teeth, sharp claws, and a whiplash tail. The dicop egg is safe for now, but mother knows the monitor lizard could come back at any time. A crocodile can be seen pulling a monitor lizard into the water, but the lizard fights back and holds on tight to a tree. The lizard can be seen later walking away from the battlefield, with some deep wounds, but it is still alive. This estuarine crocodile has already captured a small monitor lizard, and it's in the process of swallowing the reptile whole. It is child's play for the crocodile and will probably fill him up temporarily. I'm sure he will be on the lookout for more unsuspecting prey. 13. Crocodile versus iguana. A man throws an iguana at a crocodile, and as soon as the lizard lands in the water, the crocodile opens its mouth and goes to work, eating the iguana in no time. It's safe to say that this iguana is not getting out of this scuffle alive, as the alligator rips it apart in a tiny waterhole. An iguana is being held against his will by a crocodile, as both animals can be seen floating on the water. It looks like the end of the road for this lizard. 12. Crocodile versus otter. These otters are on the lookout for a caiman, and some of them challenge the reptile, but they eventually decide to swim across the lagoon after a quick scuffle with the reptile as they abandon the fight. A few otters taunt and tease a lone saltwater crocodile. The otters are much faster than the crocodile, but if they are not careful, the crocodile, with a quick attack, can snap and grab one of the otters in seconds. If that were to happen, even though otters are awesome predators, none of these otters would last 10 seconds in the mouth of such a massive reptile. Otters can be some of the nastiest creatures on the planet. They may appear cute, but they are no strangers to heinous acts, such as capturing newborn otters and keeping them for ransom in exchange for food. But hey, they must eat, don't they? Otters are carnivores who require a quarter of their body weight in food every day. Oddly enough, otters are often the apex predators, or close to the top. The otter in this video is having a blast swimming circles around a frustrated caiman, and at some point the otter even bites the caiman's tail, which the reptile does not appreciate. 11. Crocodile. Alligator eating fish. The American alligator is an opportunistic feeder and will eat mostly animals it's capable of overpowering. Fish are part of the alligator's main diet because they are easy to catch and swallow for the most part. But often, alligators hunt prey way too large to be swallowed. Hence, the alligator will use different techniques to reduce its prey to smaller, bite-sized pieces, such as slapping the prey onto the water surface or stashing it for a few days until the decaying fish is easier to split. Many alligators look for opportunities in a waterhole, and one of them gets lucky as he snatches a nice-sized fish. But before he is swarmed by the other crocodiles, he swims away from the group so his lunch is not stolen. This crocodile is trying to swallow this fish sideways, but it doesn't seem to work. Once he aligns it properly, it goes in like a charm. 10. Crocodile versus impala. Crocodiles are eating machines, and you can see what I mean in this video when a massive crocodile exits the water to crush a feeble impala. The poor little impala was so small, a honey badger could have killed it. In this video, a crocodile manages to take a large impala down. The reptile stuffs his snout right in the animal's crotch, so it's clear that this is the impala's last seconds alive, right? Wrong. For some unknown and strange reason, the crocodile lets go of the impala and suddenly walks away. The impala can't believe it, even though he is happy to walk out of there alive. Watch the power and speed of an adult crocodile violently flip an impala into the air at a Kruger watering hole. The impala had been caught minutes earlier while drinking at the water's edge and appeared to have been drowned by the big reptile. A mother impala sacrifices herself so her fawn can make it to the other side of the river. The crocodile looks like a powerful speedboat as it flanks and gobbles up the impala. Impalas are prime targets for most crocodiles, and you can see some of these animals pay with their lives in this video as they try to cross lakes and rivers to get to the other side. Once the reptiles latch on to the small animals, it's all over. Impalas, like wildebeests, must drink on occasion and face the same dangers as all the other animals in the bush when it comes to facing crocodiles. They must be extra cautious because they are much smaller and weaker than wildebeest. They do, however, have one advantage over wildebeest, and that is speed. But in this video, the crocodile snatched an impala and crushed the animal in seconds. In our thumbnail, we can see how crocodiles crush and eat their victims. The crocodile's pearly whites are meant to grip and hold prey, not to chew. Crocodiles will swallow small prey whole, but will utilize their powerful teeth and jaws to crush and break apart larger prey. 9. Crocodile eats crocodile. American alligators, like many other crocodilians, are well known for feeding on their own species. Cannibalism may be a major source of death for immature alligators, yet there is a large size difference. You can see a perfect example of this here, when several alligators target and swarm one of their own to devour it alive, the same way they would do with a gazelle. In this video, a crocodile performs a death roll in a fight for a chicken and almost rips off another crocodile's front leg. A loud crack can be heard when the leg breaks and starts bleeding. While on a safari in the Kruger National Park, safari enthusiasts decided to visit the well-known Sunset Dam during a mid-morning game drive. When they arrived, they discovered a massive crocodile with another smaller crocodile in its mouth. They had initially assumed they would simply fight and that would be the end of it. The croc was initially caught by its tail and was on the verge of escaping when the larger cannibal crocodile went in for another bite and sadly grabbed it in just the right place, making escape impossible. The whole thing lasted about an hour. The larger crocodile was almost parading his kill around the dam, presumably relocating to a more suitable place to eat. A feeding frenzy ensued, with the dead reptile being chopped into bits and pieces. In this video, a large crocodile picks on a much smaller crocodile, which forces the keeper to enter the enclosure and use a stick on the reptiles to force them to walk away. As an attentive crowd watches, the crazy keeper fearlessly do his job. 8. Crocodile. Alligator versus pig. After stepping out of the water with a dead pig in its mouth, a huge crocodile stops when reaches a road. He remains immobilized for a few seconds before finally crossing the road. I guess he wanted to make sure there were no cars driving by before crossing. In this video, an alligator approaches these wild pigs in the wetlands near New Orleans. The pigs appear to have no idea they are about to be attacked by a monstrous sea monster. In a matter of seconds, the alligator swoops down and snares one of the pigs. Even if one of his friends tries to assist him, it is